work for Staatsolie. My name is Annand Jagesar. I'm the CEO of the company. The core business is producing oil, refining it and selling it. We are also involved in electricity generation that we sell to the National Electricity Company of Suriname. And then we have a small participation in gold. So these are more or less the core businesses of Staatsolie. When we started in 1981 with a small production, we had Suralco as the sole buyer of the products. Everything went well till 1997. Then we had a big strike at Suralco, and then we urgently needed to look at other markets, and that's why we started looking at exports. So it's always better to sell your products in the country, because then you don't have the transportation cost. But of course, then we were reminded of the crude reality that you cannot depend on one customer. That's the moment that we took action. We built tanks at Turlifo, and then we had the facility in place to export. Marketing is really something of relationships. So you have to know where the markets are. You have to know the people. So we didn't know anything about the Caribbean market. So at first we sold to somebody that was coming to Suriname and take it off. So that was Shell. They had the refinery in Trinidad at that time. So they bought the crude, brought it to the refinery, refined it, and then they sold the products. At a certain time, after we started selling to Shell in 1988, we saw in the market that there were better opportunities. So, for instance, our crude is a very good quality. So, for instance, it can be used in power generation. So you have a company in Barbados that needed oil for the power generation, and they were willing to pay us a better margin. So then we stopped Shell and we started exporting oil to Barbados. And this way we just looked at the market, explored the whole market of the Caribbean. And at a certain moment we even landed in Guyana. Guyana Power and Lights is the power generation company of Guyana. So currently we're selling oil to them also. We're present in a lot of markets. We did the export once through Trinidad, but most of the time we do to St. Eustatius, St. Croix, St. Lucia. We sometimes go to Jamaica, but especially to Guyana these days. Our export volume is about 43% of our total product. So we sell a lot in the market. So we have this refinery now. And then we have diesel and gasoline. So these are especially for the Surinamese market. And it's easier. We don't have the transportation costs. The margins are better. So a lot of this diesel and gasoline is sold into the local market. But we have loans. Staatsolie has international loans. So we have to service those loans. And we need US dollars for that. So we export a lot also. We know the market, the Caribbean market, so we know where to sell our oil. And of course, the offshore is just an international business. We have the biggest partners in the offshore. So we have like Exxon, Petronas, we work with Equinor, Shell recently. So you can see that we went international. We have the network. Very important also that you are recognized as company as trustworthy and somebody that keeps his his agreements, and that is what Staatsolie. Very professional people also within the company, and then international companies, they like to work together with you. you have to have a good product, a good quality product, which Staatsolie has. And in quality, it's, the product has a certain quality, but also the total delivery. A good anecdote is with Guyana. They have tried to get other vendors, so other oil deliverers, but always they come back to us. And sometimes when they run into trouble, they call Staatsolie because they know that we will always be on time. But these are the two important things. We are in an industrial market, so the quality of the product and the pricing is very important. Suriname, the draft of the river is a problem because the larger cargoes you can take out of Suriname, the more cost effective it is. So I understand the government is dredging the river right now. So that will help to increase the volumes. And so then we can export a lot of stuff from Suriname. I hope agriculture, we can, really become the food silo of the Caribbean.